Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to another bargain find. So I did some yard selling this weekend, and this is some of the stuff I picked up. Not included in this was a small leather pouch, which I bought because I love dice pouches, and a shawl for my wife to wear. So we have this bag of golf balls. I actually have contemplating the idea of making a golf ball launcher, which means I need golf balls. So I paid $2 for this bag of golf balls. I paid $2 for this container of binder clips and this container that came with it, because I like these for light clamping, and they also make awesome bag clips. These tools here ran me $7, and the fasteners and the tools included. Nice piece of chain, a bunch of S hooks. I use those for my tool wall. So sorry. Kind of bright. Use that for my tool wall, so I find those real handy, and that's a steal on those. They're not cheap to buy. This unusual wrench with a socket driver and a socket holder in the center. We have this, which was one of the strangest socket ratchets I have ever seen. I have never seen a socket driver like this. This is the strangest ratchet I have ever encountered. It's from the Craftsman back in their era when they were making stuff in the US. And I can't find a model number on it, which is weird because they're usually very prominent when it comes to their model numbers. But I'm not seeing one on here. Anybody knows anything about that? Tell me. That would be cool. A brace bit, which is adjustable for cutting different size holes in wood. A bunch of rat tail files. I always find these handy, and recently I broke one, so now I've got replacements, though I do have to clean those up. A very rusty bayonet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to try to turn this back into a bayonet, or maybe cut off the lug and then just use this as the point of a spear, because I think that would make a nice spear point as well. Keep the guard here, because that makes a nice cross guard. And some needle files from Michigan Industrial Tools. I've purchased some of their stuff in the past, and it's decent quality. And having needle files around is never a bad thing. If you got tiny little things you got to work on, this is what you need. So yeah, it was a good morning. It's like one morning, just my wife had to go somewhere, and I'm like, I had enough time to kill before lunch, so I went and hit a few yard sales, and I found some stuff. So now I got to put some of this stuff away. These will go in my file drawer, because I actually have a file drawer. That will go on some projects. I have a bin over on the wall over there in a unit similar to this, and I have a spot for this already. I just have to mount it. And that will fill up that wall. I had one space left for this type of container. I had that, you see that white wall over there, that door? There's nothing but these on that wall. So that's going to go on there, and that will then fill that up. And it gives me, and for one of the things that for me, big score was that drawer. That's quarter 20s. My favoriteest fastener in all the world. Even though these are slot heads, I like the ones with the nice broad heads like this. That can be very handy for some of my builds. It also gives it a nice clean look with that shallow dome. That does a nice wide radius on that. That right there is well worth. I specifically paid like $2 for this entire container of fasteners. A guy was trying to get rid of stuff because they were moving out of state, and he was willing to let it go for a song, so I picked it up for a song. And he let me go through a toolbox, and in the toolbox was some of this stuff here. I was kind of surprised this was in there. I liked all kinds of standard tools, but most of which I didn't need. But I'm like, that's a bayonet. I didn't even know if he knew it was in there, but I'm going to revive that as probably a spear point when I'm finished, because I don't think I really need another bayonet. As a bayonet, I've got a number of my collection, and this is a nice straight, and this kind of gives me a very Japanese spear vibe. You know what I mean? So I think that will look cool once I clean it up, get rid of some of the rust off, try to put an edge back on this thing, and maybe I can save some of that. I don't know, because the more I can get, more of that I can save, the more stable it will be in a spear shaft. So those two holes will, once I get them out of there, and I can use those as through holes, that will still be stable. But if I can get that much into the spear shaft, that will be even more stable. So I'll look into maybe just cutting that off and making this thing a little bit longer, but the same thickness as the rest of that. And I don't have any, this is so badly damaged, I don't think I'm ever going to know what it was. I'll see if when I clean it up, if I can read it, but I don't have any clue what nation made this thing, or what year it's from. But it's in a horrible shape, so I don't feel bad doing anything it is that I feel like doing to this thing. Okay, so like I said, bargain video. Get out there, folks. Hit yard sales, hit estate sales. You can find some cool stuff cheap.